Welcome back to the coverage of YCS Milan 2018. You've all been waiting for this. This is the moment that it all comes down to. Yesterday we set a new attendance record for an event in Italy with 1,771 players showing up. They had to go through 8 rounds of grueling Swiss, and after those 8 rounds only roughly 450 players remained. They had to make it to 3 more rounds of Swiss before we performed another cut, and just 32 players remained. We now have the final 2, and they are going to duke it out in the finals, of course, of YCS Milan. We have quite the crowd in front of our feature match area, so we're going to do what I like to call the crowd check. We're going to play a very fun game. A fun game goes like this. If you guys see yourself on these screens over here, I need to hear you make some noise. Let's try this. Okay, you have to keep in mind that I got a really good microphone. So if he's saying something, nobody on Twitch can hear it, nobody on YouTube can hear it, nobody on Facebook can hear it. So if you want to be heard, you need to be really loud. So let's try this again. All right, guys, it seems like you are ready for the finals. Is that correct? Are you ready for the finals? I'm going to let you off this one time. We came up with a new idea. The sound is going to be a little bit louder than it was the whole day. So that means our commentators are calling the match, and you have a better chance of hearing what they are saying. We don't want the players to hear what you are saying, so that means while the final is underway, all of you need to be very loud. Okay. That means that during the final we're going to turn the sound off. So after I'm done here, you're not going to hear anything. Or maybe I'm going to give you a second chance. Let's try this again. When the final is underway, we're going to pump up the volume. You need to be very loud. All right, the crowd is ready for the finals. I think I'm ready for the finals. Let's bring in the players. In the blue corner, you know him from YCS Utrecht, the largest European tournament of all time. We got Din Kabui from Germany. Your opponent knows what you're playing. In fact, everybody knows what you're playing. Who wants to see Prank Kids win this tournament? We've seen this before in Utrecht. It seems like a lot of people are rooting for you. So how are you feeling going into the finals?
I'm feeling really good.
Okay. You were calm and collected in Utrecht. I remember this. So what's going to be different this time around? How are you going to win this one?
I don't know.
You got the best deck in the field and you're going to crush him. Thank you very much. Please have a seat. His opponent is not playing the most creative deck, but he's got the other advantage. He's from Italy. Let's give it up from Federico Mecozzi. It's pretty even. How are you feeling going into the finals?
Feeling pretty hyped, and I hope it's gonna be one of the best finals in the game.
Seem a little bit nervous. He was in Utrecht, he was in the finals. Do you think that the element of experience is going to come in, or are you still going to be able to defeat him?
I'll try my best to fight him back, but I'm pretty sure he's confident with the deck because he's one of the best players here with Prank Kids. So.
All right. What do you think about the deck? Are you scared about going up against Prank Kids?
So my only loss in Swiss was to Prank Kids, and I'm going to fight him back with all I have.
All right. Good luck to you as well. Please have a seat. All right. Our players are ready for the finals. Some players say it's all about the die roll. I don't agree. This is all about skill. We got 2 of the best players in the venue. However, the die roll is part of the game, so please decide who's going to go first. It's the water dice again. That is a 5 for Din Kabui. And Federico rolls a 4. Let's guess it together. Who's going to go first?
Me.
Din Kabui is going to go first. All right, guys. We did a little of playing off each other. I now want you to give it up for both finalists of YCS Milan. Please give them a big round of applause. The competitors are ready. You guys are ready. Our commentators are ready. Let's take it off. We got Marcello Barbarian, Tom Payne on commentary. Let's go for the finals of YCS Milan.
Welcome to the finals. We are all hyped. You can see everyone around us is screaming and shouting. We're ready for it. Are you ready, Tom?
God, no. This is prank
You're
kids.
not.
This is prank kids in the
I
final.
know. No one would have guessed.
I wasn't ready. I mean, you're going to claim you're ready. I don't believe you.
I wasn't. I definitely wish I wasn't
Federico's ready. I mean.
Especially because, as he said, the only loss at the event was against prank kids, even though he was against the other guy, Herman. You gotta feel nervous when all lost
the other
against.
one prank kids player.
The best compliment I've ever heard. You're the best prank kids player of the two that there are at the event, basically. But it was really cool. I'm sure it's gonna be a great match. They both were in the finals before, and they both lost the final this year. Because Federico lost at the Italian National Championship in the final, and as we repeated many times, Dinka lost at the finals of Utrecht. So they're both finalists, and one of them is gonna be the winner after this week. And not just the finalists this year.
Exactly.
And nothing more to say. I'm really pumped about this, so let's just walk into the match.
So we saw Dinka win the dice roll. Do we think that's important?
It did. I don't think it's necessarily too relevant. It's definitely good to be able to choose, but
compared to other matchups, maybe it's not as important. When we saw, like, you know, the Dark Warrior mirror match, and it was like,
I don't know what to say anymore, because like last round we saw Andres opening with a really good field with like triple fusion, and he still didn't matter because he's lost in like 2 turns.
Like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'll set up my board. What are you going to do?
Exactly. So I can't say anything anymore. I don't know. But like honestly, from what we've seen, the openings are decent. They can go usually for like either a totally awesome if they open really well, and along with it a bunch of spam of like the Regeki or Feather Duster fusion. Obviously, you want to have Regeki and Thunder
like
Dragon.
Massively explosive on the first turn, but then after that, when the fusions start bringing back the links,
it gets mad.
That seems ridiculous. Yeah.
And shake and let's go.
Let's see what they get. This is the very exciting bit, right?
Okay, Federico draws Brilliant and Jam Knight, but he does play 2, so that's not that big of a deal.
Combo.
While on the other hand, he has 5 spells, so...
Let's see what they are. Franklin's Place searches a monster.
And he has double Eastern Fusion as the last spells.
Is that enough to do anything?
Place is the one that searches a monster, is the field spell.
So he can make a Link summon.
And then he has Instant Fusion, so I'm pretty sure that any Brand Kids plus Instant Fusion is the opening.
Which I guess you use?
You of course use it, because otherwise you bricked.
Because you don't know what you're doing, right? No, I mean like...
you mean Mako? I think so, you don't even know.
But like, you don't know what they're playing, so if you don't know the deck that well, it makes sense just to go ahead and Ash.
But yeah, you can hear the crowd going crazy, because if that Ash actually resolved, the Dinka was done for.
I'm gonna guess that Prankid's Place, you can only use 1 off per turn, but you never know.
I'm guessing that. You can only activate 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there is Light Stage, which you can activate more than 1 of.
I know.
Madness.
But from what I heard and from what we have seen previously, all you need to combo off is an Instant Fusion and a Pranking Monster. So let's see if this is true.
Let's see if the rumors...
If the rumors are true. So he does send a trap, which, as we saw before...
can reduce the attack of opposing monsters. Which,
but you can recycle also some cards back.
So yeah, where does he go? So he can add 2 cards back, and he can summon...
Yeah. And add the quick spell.
He gets to add... Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. He gets to add the spell as well. And then... What does he do next? Do you know?
Do I know?
Do you know?
I
said you were ready.
I am ready.
Does he link
As
again?
As you can obviously... See? No, I mean,
maybe he links again. Yeah, got it. Another link 2. Yeah, and then he gets the other Prank
he doesn't have 2 cards to summon back or to special.
But
and
then
he's
he
gonna make
contribute to add 2 back.
Yeah.
And then he'll have the
he
spell
draws a card.
with like 4 million Prankids for next turn.
Oh, and he gets another Terraforming, which is not something you want to see. He basically opened 3 field spells, which are once per
I guess
turn.
banished 1 for the...
Yeah, but he draws into Terraforming, which is basically not a draw, but...
Thins the deck.
Yeah, it thins the deck. Now he gets the...
Puts a spell engrave for his engage, right?
Yeah. He will get some life points back now with the water one, I believe. And it will go back to 8,000. I think that's the one that gives 1,000 back.
Federico just making sure.
Yeah, you don't want to mess it up, of course, but...
Just double check what every card does.
If I remember correctly, Bow Wow can only be tributed on your opponent turn. So...
Sure.
I think so. So now is the fusion, and yeah, he does use it.
Is the rocket, you can only use the effect of the rocket once per turn?
But he didn't use it yet. He only used
Yeah.
it as a material, so yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be able to summon two Link
Exactly.
monsters back.
Yeah, if he wants.
That seems good.
Indeed. Also, because he still got a summon from the deck. So as I said, the rumors were probably true. One instant
Yeah,
fusion
I'm
is all you
believing
need.
the rumors now.
Yeah, one instant fusion is all you need. It seems like quite an explosive opening. And yeah.
Who knew?
I didn't.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of decks can combo with like an instant fusion and a thing, but
that's true.
Prankits seem to be doing it very resiliently. As in, they don't really necessarily care about interruptions like the Colossus.
Now he adds back 2, and he will be able to set up the usual combo where you just end up with the quick fusion. So to have the Raigeki, and then you can also tribute the Link. So
This is crazy.
yeah.
But I mean, the Raigeki is obviously not too worrying for Thunder Dragons, but just the recursion
Yeah.
that he's going to keep getting.
I think it could have gone even worse. Like the fact that he opened triple fuel spell essentially, like after drawing 1, and the double instant fusion was definitely hurting for Dinko. But he did have the Cold Body Grave from the Ash, which was essential. Otherwise, he would have just bricked there.
Well, yeah, he would have had. Well,
But I think that the fact that he has those that cards now in hand is gonna matter, because this opening seems fair, but not that impressive against Thunder Dragon.
fair,
to be
but not
honest.
unfair.
Exactly. And sometimes in Yu-Gi-Oh, you do need unfair things.
A bit of unfair.
Dark is picked up, not the best, honestly. And luckily, he does play 2 copies of the Gem Night Ember.
Otherwise, that would be a very sad hand.
Yeah. He does play 2 copies, right? If I remember
I
correctly.
mean, you seem very confident, but I agree, because it
Yeah.
says 2 on his deck list. next to
Okay,
Gem Night
then he
Amber.
should be.
So yeah, I guess we'll see when the Prankits sort of start to explode.
Yeah, like this setup I meant is not that great in terms of interruptions. It's pretty decent.
But how much interruption does he need to do?
That's the thing. But then on the next turn you can get a lot of monsters back. So
I mean, yeah, because during his opponents, if you know he's not put under too much pressure, then he'll be able to use the fusion during the end phase to get the Prankits Weather Washer to summon back 2 of the Link monsters from the graveyard.
And then it gets crazy, because as we saw in the last match, he can go into Bottle Load, which is a big deal for the Thunder Dragon deck, or even Bottle's Word if he wants to try an OTK. So let's see how Mikotsi decides to go.
Titan time. Maybe forcing out the fusion now is actually relevant. Force him to commit to the Butler rather than the Weather Washer.
As I said, it doesn't seem like the Raigeki would do much to the Thunder Dragon deck, honestly.
But if you make him make that rather than being able to make the Weather Washer, or maybe he makes the Weather Washer, but he has to do it now rather than later, and you can force it out and attack over the Link monsters.
It seems like you'd just rather summon a bunch of monsters against the Thunder Dragon deck. So maybe it's not even bad after deciding to go second, but that's another story. We'll consider that later.
We'll consider it when Dinka tells us what he's going to do. I'll bow to his judgment.
Yeah, I meant actually against the Thunder Dragon.
Oh, yeah. Makazi. That's a bold decision.
Yeah, but I mean, if you have enough entraps and like evenly matched seems to be really good against the deck.
Yeah, but he's not got Gamma, so what is the point?
I have to teach him a lot more then.
I don't know where this is going.
Yeah, that's just the regular stuff. But I mean, the protection effect of the Thunder Dragon seems to be super relevant against the deck. So I'm wondering, as I said, the scarier part of the deck against a non-combo is the Swarm. So you can summon a lot of Prankits, and that's the annoying part. But outside of that, if you think about it, like last game, the Raigeki was basically useless. Dinka used it only at the end on a Phoenix and a Saruya, which would have not been able to clear his board anyway.
Well, I mean, they couldn't be destroyed by battle, so how else?
But yeah, exactly. That's not. But yeah, the bottle and then everything else. So in general, that's not great. But let's see.
Yeah, let's see. I don't know where he's going. It would have been nice to have maybe banished the Dark, and then you can add Thunder Dragon, and then you can get 2 pops.
Yeah.
So you might want to start popping, but he can't do that now. See where he goes.
So Summoner, and now you gotta start considering when And even if you use it, I don't think you even go for the Regaki, as I said. I think you just keep the...
yeah, you just keep it.
Yeah, you just keep the monsters, because then the Regaki is gone.
Fuse 2.
And you waste a lot of resources for it, you know?
Yeah. Makes more sense just to make the Weather Washer, which you can use in the end phase and special summon 2 Link 2s back.
Yeah. So you can easily get like 5 monsters on board.
But I mean, this is depending on what if Mikaze puts him under enough pressure, then he might be forced to use the fusion defensively.
True. The Reborn might help in that.
Because if he can just threaten 8,000 damage, then he just has to use the fusion for the Battle Butler.
Yeah, but even then, like, he's not gonna be able to destroy anything on Mikaze's board if it is at that point. So you just summon it as a big beater, and supposedly that there is a Titan or a Matrix in hand, he might be able to just attack over it.
Yes. He's used Matrix to add now, though.
Yeah.
A lot of options for Mikaze to consider. It's really hard to pick out. I mean, as long as he doesn't use Monster Reborn on his opponent's monster, I'm good. In chain.
Okay.
He's learned.
Set the Amber.
Learned from London. In London, he summoned the Amber.
Oh, okay.
What's the plan then? Titan. Triple Colossus Titan, double Colossus Titan.
Titan seems to be good, but he may be... I mean, it depends if he knows, because like Triple Colossus is easier, but then it doesn't deal with the fusion.
No, it does not. But he prefers...
Which is not that relevant, though.
Well, no, he can still make a Titan in the extra monster zone, I guess. What do you think of Monster Reborn in the Thunder Dragon deck? Do you like it?
I have different opinions about it, honestly. It depends on the count. Since we know Mikaze is playing above 40, it doesn't seem to be that needed, because like, if you go above 40, I think it's for some reasons. But it's a decent card. It would be better if Ghost Spell was more popular, because then you can still continue, I guess.
Well, Ghost Spell also negates,
it negates the activation. I know.
The Hawk in the hand.
But it still loses. I mean, if you have other extenders, that's in a way. But like worst case scenario, you could be able to steal like a ray from your opponent and just push some damage. Yeah, it has some applications, but it's not particularly good.
So presumably, the fusion was being activated because Mikaze went to attack.
Let's show the washer.
The Weather Washer?
Yeah.
There you go. So I guess it's just like the rocket, but you can use it in your opponent's turn, right? Which is fine.
Exactly.
Seems pretty handy.
It is.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they cannot be destroyed by battle.
That's something we've learned.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely relevant.
It's
we didn't know that.
relevant.
Then it's even better to just swing. Oh, my God, that changes a lot. I thought they were already good, but now they're even better.
What does Mikaze do about this? Can he do anything?
I don't think so. It's gonna be in a similar situation as Andres, honestly.
Just like, he's got his monsters, which can't be destroyed, but equally, his opponent just does not care.
They can be stealed, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, if he's gaining advantage, like, this board now it's made doesn't do anything. It just sits there.
Yeah.
So, if Dinka doesn't care about it, even if he can't destroy it, like, fast, he can just destroy it slow and keep. This is crazy.
Yeah, this deck, as you said, maybe it has some problems against combo decks, but against some slower decks like Thunder Dragon, which is not that slow, but you know what I mean, and Sky Strikers, it seems to be really good at grinding, yeah.
I mean, I just don't see how you get through something like that. Just something that gets back 2 monsters which can't be destroyed by battle, and then can't be destroyed by, and then like if you try and destroy them by a card effect, they'll just chain their effect and add 2 more cards to your opponent's hand. Like, it's not offering that many interruptions, but it's
really hard to deal with, yeah.
So I guess he just attacks the weather. Oh yeah, the link, I guess. Make him activate it, I guess. Oh no, Let me just add 2 more cards back to my hand.
Something cool to say that we haven't mentioned yet is that Dinka is actually maining Invocation, which is the spell for the Invoke deck, just because you can use it as a regular polymerization, which is a cool application we haven't seen before, honestly.
And if your opponent, you know, has an Alistair in there.
Maybe, you never know. You could steal it, I don't know.
Yeah, if they had an Alistair in grave, you could...
Banish it, but then you don't have the fusion to summon it, so it's...
Maybe he should take one in his extra deck. You know.
Yep.
Summon a Mechaba. Or a Raging. I guess they have all the different attributes.
Yeah.
It's a shame Makazi has not got...
yeah, like rivalry. And yeah, or goes and match, whatever, but...
I mean, I don't think Thunder Dragon can really use goes and match.
Yeah, I know, but...
But rivalry
they could now.
They could. They're all dark.
Yeah.
Who needs the light one? I mean, obviously, if he was expecting the Prankid matchup,
yeah,
he would have put the go.
Didn't prepare well enough, obviously.
What was he doing? I mean, sure.
You just want to get one more interruption, I guess.
Make the Titan, but I guess, yeah, because the Weather Wash is going to be used in the end phase, and then you can pop the Link.
Oh, and you can get
the Link
back
monsters
to the
be used again?
Oh my god, this is...
I just want to, I don't know if you can use them again.
No, I think they're once per turn, but the thing is...
Makazi can't use it in the end phase, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh my... This is absurd, because now you can use the Bird again, the Doodoo, to get back the Dodo, to get back the Shoop Doodoo.
The Doodoo Dodo.
The Doodoo Dodo.
And he can use Instant Fusion to straight up bring 2 Links back from his grave. Like,
it's absurd.
The double instant, well, you know, you said Instant Fusion was bad, but the second one is going to be nuts.
No, it's not bad. I mean, it's better on the first turn, but of course it's a huge card to draw.
Yeah, obviously what you're supposed to do is draw the second one on your second turn. Right?
Yeah, and the OG polymerization is...
Oh, look at the art.
Yeah.
Craziness. No, he doesn't even need the Instant Fusion. He'd rather just...
go the old way.
I don't think, I mean, I'm impressed, but Federico just doesn't look very impressed here. He looks thoroughly annoyed by the Prankids, which I suppose is what they're supposed to do.
He's probably bringing in flashbacks of the Swiss round, and I would imagine that to be quite frustrating, honestly. And what can you do?
Seem to be accumulating infinite resources. Like he's got Boral to take something. Boral will more or less prevent him from taking damage. That is the invocation. Here we go.
Okay, there we see it.
He could have pulled a trick similar to what Zappini pulled. If you break, you set the invocation.
Yeah.
Hope it's destroyed.
Invoked, yeah, actually disappeared completely from the meta game. I mean, it was kind of popular.
It kind of, yeah.
But no one is playing it since months, kind of.
It was messing about.
Yeah.
Okay, that I can see. Makazi popping the rocket before it summons 2 more monsters. Little does he know.
Yeah.
No, is that his 3rd one though? I think he's used.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because he summoned 2 last turn.
Did he? Oh yeah. Because one was from Instant Fusion and then the second one just the regular one. Yeah.
But he can just add it back to his extra deck, right? With
I don't know if he has it though. Yeah.
The Bow Wow Buck.
Yeah.
Which he has not used this turn, I don't think.
And it seems like he is actually counting that. Can the trap also do it? But I think only on your opponent turn, right?
The trap?
Yeah.
Which trap? Oh, I see. No, I think it's when your opponent's monster declares an attack.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But it also recycles stuff, so. And the spell as well, which he does not have at the moment, so.
He might be able to. He can't add it, right, surely.
Yeah.
There are 2 Colossus. You doubly can't add. When you have 2 Colossus, the second one stops you adding from the grave to the hand.
Yeah.
That's what it says. If you control 1, you know, you can't add from the deck. If you control 2, can't add from the grave either.
Yeah, I know. And the 3rd one?
Can't draw.
Can't draw, okay.
Your hand is stuck.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you can add from the field somehow.
Okay, so... It seems like they don't even have bad arrows, to be honest. is similar to underclock taker, so it's quite a versatile one.
Yes. So I'm feeling like the Borrel load might be coming down at some point.
Yeah, it's looking quite similar to the match against Andres, so...
Ah, but all of Federico's monsters have just lost attack points, so he's in a lot of trouble now. How's he going to get around the Borrel load? Seems not that irrelevant, like, in a situation where, like, there's almost no outs to the Borrel load, and then you make it so there's completely no outs to the Borrel load.
It's almost like you want to cherry the Borrel load in this matchup, because, like, if you do, honestly, how do they get rid of your stuff? It's not that easy. Like, jokes aside.
Jokes aside, like,
it could be an actual
both decks don't seem to be able to get around the other deck's cards very efficiently.
Yeah.
But in the meantime...
Do Mekotsi play... does he play Borrel load? On his own?
Mekotsi play Borrel load?
It's not quite
could be pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see why you would, if I'm totally honest.
I agree, but...
But he does.
He does?
Yes.
Borrel load.
Borrel load. I mean, why would you play Borrel sword? You can attack your monster big enough anyway. But yeah, that is Borrel load in his extra deck.
That could be relevant, though, because he has Monster Reborn. So if he's able to actually summon his own... But actually, never mind, because the Raigeki is there. Yeah, the Battle Butler is there to meet him, and it's not going to be a pleasant feeling, so...
The Battle Butler beats the Borrel load.
Yeah, he does.
Pretty badly.
This is not looking good, and
it's not going to get any better, is it?
Dinka is also gaining life points in the meantime, even though he paid, like, the Eastern Fusion is up to 10,000, and 20 minutes are almost gone on the clock, so we gotta keep in mind that as well. Since he has all these life points, like cards that gain life points or deal life points damage, if we ever get to see a game 3, it could be in a huge position.
What's the counter on Borrel load for? Oh, it gained 500.
Yeah, it gains.
Oh my god. Okay, I think maybe he just can't kill it now.
Yeah.
Because he's got the mate. Like, the only way you can really kill the Borrel load is your own Borrel. I suppose his own Borrel load can take it down.
He's just counting the damage right now.
And attacking over it can take it down, but he just can't attack over it now. It's 35.
Yeah. But he has his own Borrel load, which we said is not that great. So if he somehow forces down...
Forces out the fusion spell, followed by the fusion, followed by making
Reborn.
a Borrel load.
Yeah. I mean, Reborn is the only card that actually could do it, but we should not count Federico out, because we saw against Simony that a single Pot of Desires was able to actually came back. So if he, for example...
He has to have other cards to draw with the Pot of Desires.
Yeah.
Yeah, what were you going to suggest?
I mean, Denko Zeka, for example, is able to shut down the fusion.
That's a good point. Impermanence can shut down the Borrel load.
Yeah. But Impermanence, I don't think is going to be useful, because the Brilliant Fusion is stuck there, so...
Yeah, it's too slow.
Yeah.
By far.
But if he gets, like, the Desires and then the Denko, and, like, he has the Reborn, so it shouldn't be too complicated to make his own Borrel load, then he has some hope, but...
I think Dinka's passed.
Denko is?
Dinka has passed.
Ah, Denko. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, he shouldn't be able to do too much.
He's not set the fusion spell.
Okay. Then we can play. Oh, never mind.
No, this is in Federico's turn, because that's the effect. That fusion monster can only use.
Maybe he just used it on his own turn and he doesn't have any more. But it would seem very weird, because
the fusion monster can only be used on your opponent's turn.
No. I know what I mean is that why wouldn't you set it though?
He doesn't have it in his hand.
I'm pretty sure he added it, because like if he used it, why won't you use like invocation instead? If you needed a fusion spell.
He used polymerization.
Yeah, no. What I mean is, I'm sure 100% that he had another quick spell.
It looked like he added it to his hand, but he's not set it, and it is Federico's turn.
And it's saying that he doesn't have it right now, but what I'm saying is, if he ever used it, then...
But Federico's
whatever.
Conceding
Federico
anyway.
scoops it up, and...
Well, all right then.
We go to game 2, and Dinka is proving once again the power of this deck. The crowd is cheering for him. I'm wondering what would have happened, like if you reborn a Link 2 and then make Borrel load, but I guess if you can just go for the Raigeki the next turn, it doesn't matter anyway. But
yeah, I mean, if you've got to link away all your Thunder Dragons.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a good feeling.
This is mad.
Yeah.
Like, are we actually gonna see Prankids
win YCS Milan?
I mean, honestly,
it's looking well.
It's looking like it at this
point. It's looking like it's an incredible matchup. So As sad as it sounds for me, because you know I'm really close friend to Federico, I gotta say the props to Dinka, because the deck is insane and he seems to be doing well, knowing it inside and out, and probably playing against a bunch of favorable mirror matchups in a row.
A lot of mirror matches.
Yeah, a lot of mirror matches. You gotta prepare for the mirror match. Yeah,
I mean, prepare. Is there anything in his?
To be fair, it's not even a joke in the future events. You might actually play some Prankids mirror matches.
What would you side? Non-fusion area?
I have no idea. Cherry. Doesn't even do much. You have so many fusions.
Surely if he cherries the rocket, they can't do much.
It depends.
Ollie just testing who the crowd favorite was. And it sounds like the Italians have betrayed Federico. Maybe you'll be converted. Maybe by the end of this, you'll be dressed up as a Prankid.
No, I'm not. I'm still standing by Federico's side, no matter what happens. So let's just keep following this, and hopefully we'll be able to at least bring it to game 3 and give us some more emotions.
Some more action.
Give us some more action, yeah.
Let's see Federico with some Pot of Desires action, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he won the top 4 as well, like that, from what I heard. So that's insane.
What a guy.
So looking at the side decks real quick, if Federico chooses to go first, he will just play some more Antrops. It seems like Ghost Bell is really good against the Prankids deck, since there are all these effects regarding the graveyard, like add back and special summon it.
And he is siding precisely no copies of Ghost Bell.
I'm pretty sure he has 2 copies.
That says Ghost Ogre.
Oh.
Imperial Order, I feel, is good.
It is.
There are 24
Imperial Order
spells.
seems to be probably one of the best cards you can ever see against it.
Super Poly, somehow, might work.
I mean, the Bridal Plant says, but I don't think there are any Dark Monsters on
Use your own monster and one of their fusions.
I mean, it doesn't sound that bad, but let's see. Oh my, let's see. Seems like Federico is going first, and
that's fine.
It's
a Thunder Dragon hand.
It's a Thunder Dragon hand.
That's what I would call it.
And he does have the Impermanence this time to possibly stop the bottle load. That is basically just doing madness against all these Thunder Dragon players.
Will it? Yeah, but will the Impermanence live there for long enough for it to hit a bottle load?
I am not sure. It depends on what Dinka is gonna try and do. He does have the Cold by the Grave, but at the moment it's not super relevant. It's still decent, even though there are no Antrops in Federico's hand.
He's got the fusion and he's got multiple Prankids, so I feel like he's probably happy.
Yep.
I mean, you can tell by his deck building that he wanted to draw these cards because he is running 3 of every Prankids as well as 3 of the Prankid.
Yeah.
Along with, you know, 8 fusion spells. Well, depending whether you count instant fusion, 11 ways to get a fusion monster out. So
it's quite a consistent deck, obviously.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, it looks like it's going to be doing the same thing
over and over again, yeah.
Which is kind of what I want from a Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
I agree.
I mean, you want it to be able to do have lots of different options. But I guess if it does the same thing over and over and that thing is enough to win, which it seems to be, especially against Thunder Dragon.
Yeah, you shouldn't try and, do...
Nothing fancy,
Yeah, exactly. You should just keep it simple and consistent, especially at such huge events.
Federico going to end with no mean board.
Yeah.
Double Colossus Titan. He still likes summoning them in attack mode.
Yeah.
Maybe he just likes it.
It depends on the matchup, I'd say, but yeah.
What matchup would you rather it in defense?
Anything that's really comboing off, because then it can probably punish you somehow. Or either stealing them, I guess, but...
But stealing them, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it depends with what they are stealing them.
Ooh, that's a good draw.
Yeah, that's definitely a good draw, but is it as good as the desires of Mego in the previous turns?
I don't know. I mean, what more cards does Dinkaboy want than a load of Prankids and a fusion spell?
Evenly matched? I wouldn't hate that.
If he's siding it, which he is.
Megotzi life points are obviously not 1,000, but
No,
we're gonna
they are
quickly...
8,000 minus 1,000.
Yeah. He gets an impairments, I think. Yeah. And another fusion. He's got a handful of prank kits, so I'm curious to see what he will be able to do. Federico only has one interruption, and it's not going to be easy.
Straight into the battle butler. That's what clearly the plan. I mean, impermanence here feels really weak if you use it, because he can just summon and link it away.
Impermanence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe the Titan.
I mean, as I said, it's not that easy to clear this board, even for prank kids. From what we saw, at least, the main way to do it was borrow load.
They just mess about until they draw borrow load.
Yeah, so unless they summon, I don't know, a Phoenix, is he playing Nightmares in his extra deck?
Surely everyone's... yeah, he's playing
I would say
Phoenix,
so.
Yeah.
So unless he goes for Phoenix before, which then is going to force it, I don't see the point of using it if it has such an explosive end, because then if you keep it for the borrow load, how do they out your board? At the same time, though, you want to use impermanence during your turn, because if you use it during theirs, then how do you deal with it? Cold by the Grave is going to change, so Titan is not relevant, and he's going to hurt a lot, but...
If we banish the Matrix, wouldn't gain 500 attack.
Yeah. I know.
And that's basically all of...
Maybe he wants to steal it, so then he wants it to gain in the 500 attack.
Federico's interruptions, and I think I'd rather my opponent didn't have access to Dragon Dark next turn.
Yeah.
He's still got the fusion for next turn.
He's still able to do a lot. He can go into his favorite borrow load if he wants, but let's see what he wants to do first.
It feels a little early.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like he needs to do a bit more messing around, you know, gaining a few resources. Got to summon a prank, you know, it basically seems to convert cards in the extra deck to cards in the hand.
Yeah.
Via some mysterious process using the grave. And the deck, I guess.
But yeah, it's looking like if he actually manages to go for a Phoenix just to be safe, then I don't see how he doesn't do the same thing he did as game one.
Yeah, I mean, Makotsu's only answer to a borrow load is his own borrow load.
Yeah. Then if you just go, like, you don't have to do much, because we saw that Triple Thunder Dragon just loses to borrow load, essentially. So if you go for a Phoenix just to be safe, does he even play Unicorn? Or just the Phoenix?
Just the Phoenix.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you need, honestly, in this spot, but...
I mean, he might just wait a turn. I don't know what he's scared of.
Would you?
I don't know.
I mean, Makotsu has no cards in his hand, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
So and you even get the draw back.
He can wait a turn, right?
He can, but why? Like, if you get
so you end up with more cards in case something goes... I mean, I guess nothing can go wrong.
I don't really see what can go wrong, honestly. Like, if you go for a Phoenix, for example, even here, so you get it, the draw, because it's co-linked.
Yes.
Then it seems like it's really good to go for a borrow load.
No, I agree. That seems very reasonable as well.
He's attacking?
Okay. Has it got more attack?
It shouldn't. Because I don't see a fuel spell, but maybe there is something we don't know.
Does it do something when it attacks?
Let's bring it up.
Maybe it's one of the cards in his graveyard?
Yeah, it doesn't do anything relevant about attacking.
It seems to have more attack, because Federico just banished something.
Yeah, then it's probably related to the... Wow.
Oh, I think it says prank kid's monster at points to gain attack.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why. But was that better, though?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I think it was quite a safe line to just go for a Phoenix and clear the back row and then borrow load. I don't see what could have gone wrong, honestly. Like, I can see the point of just making a lot of resources, but why?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Tinker.
Yeah. Because, like, we clearly know that the Raigeki is not good, so... but actually, he doesn't have... Yeah, he doesn't have that many Thunder Dragons to remove, so maybe he does want to go for that.
You don't really want to be left with, like, you're effectively top decking if you use all of your resources into a borrow load.
But it wasn't. It wouldn't be top decking though.
Yeah, but if you use too many resources into a borrow,
I know, but essentially he would have. He had 6 link materials on the board, so you only need 4 for Borrow's Word. So you would be left with 2 prank hits potentially.
I feel like you would have had to use maybe 2 link 2s. I don't know. Maybe not.
No, not necessarily. It could have ended with Bow Wow and Borrow Load, you know? And Bow Wow already adds 2, and he would have 3 cards in hand, so I think that would have been really good.
Yeah?
But he didn't. And let's see.
I feel like this is still kind of just fine.
Yeah, it's still really good, but I just don't see the point of giving your opponent like more time and in general like options.
Yeah, no, I can get behind that.
Because the cool thing about that would have been that you can't even add from fusion because you control whatever, depending on what you steal. So.
Oh, that's true. It almost ends the game right there.
Yeah. Because now
the Titan's kind of worrying. It can start popping stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's still looking quite difficult, but would have been a completely different story.
So the Weather Washer prevents them from being destroyed by battle?
Yeah.
But they can still be destroyed by a card effect.
Yep.
So he's probably, maybe he's
thinking
just
about
use
interrupting the chain
on the Titan now.
I mean, yeah, that works, I guess.
Because otherwise, if he uses the impermanence or something else, it'll just be forced out.
Yeah. He does, and he said it in the same column, of course, as Federico own impermanence.
I mean, Federico could chain it, but he still can't chain his Titan anyway.
Yeah. But if he's gonna have to use more pops during the turn, then you can chain it, so at least you negate your opponent's impermanence.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be ideal, but you can force a lot, so why not?
Well, I don't know, this is only out to Borrow Load.
I know.
It's about to go.
Yeah. But you force a bunch of things.
There is a chance that he might be able to get ahead on life points this turn. And given how slow these decks seem to be
at
clearing up each other's boards, that could be very relevant.
Yeah. You mean to win on time?
Oh yeah, there's 7 minutes left.
Yeah.
Neither of these games have been particularly fast. They've been fairly grindy.
I agree, but at the same time, we know that Dinka has a lot of life points effects.
Options,
gaining or dealing options, so it's not going to be that easy. And he does play Borrow's Word in his actual deck as well, so that's some easy damage for next turn.
But at least, you know, some way of winning this game.
Yeah. Mekotsi does have this gold sarcophagus, so that's another option.
But he cannot use Thunder Dragon.
Dark, yeah.
He's got to remember that as well, because it happened a while ago, and
it's possible that he lost track of it.
A lot's gone on.
But yeah, now the fusion is going to happen. He's going to have a Regeki available, and
yeah, I mean, he's actually running reasonably low on Thunders. He's got.
I mean, he did the last turn, but now he has. Yeah, he has 3, but like the Titan can just banish any card. Yeah,
random cards. Yeah. And I guess the gold sarcophagus. Presumably, you just banish a raw.
Yeah.
Unless you banish something else for two turns later.
You can banish some Spice Shiranui, but then that's the case. Yeah.
That would be quite fun.
Okay, so it seems like
I mean, maybe Raw can just banish Dark, and then you'll get it to your hands. You'll have it for next turn. So currently he's got 2 monsters bigger than the Battle Butler.
And as we were saying, the life point difference seems to matter a lot, even though we basically didn't see any attack. It's almost a 5,000 life points difference.
Yep. I don't see how he gets over this, to be honest, because there are 4 monsters there. The Dinka. I mean, even though Dinka doesn't look like he's got any more interruptions.
Yeah. Because he can't really link summon due to the Battle Butler, because both Borrowload and Borrow's Word are weak to it. against it. So
yeah, he's not running anything weird like Cerberus or anything, is he?
he can destroy it though, right? With the Titan possibly. I know there is another effect that lets you special summon from grave. Yeah, it is.
What?
So if you discarded the
what's his other effect?
that when it is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, or not even an effect, just a card, you can special summon back Canon Fusion.
Oh. That seems really mean. Oh, and he can reduce the attack.
Yeah, that seems...
Maybe Makazi forgot that. I definitely forgot that.
Yep.
And that's more damage.
Oh, well.
And that's all of the cards going back into the deck.
Yeah, it's gonna reduce the attack, and then it's gonna be basically impossible for Mekazi to deal some damage, unfortunately, and he's gonna shuffle back the cards as well, get some recycling.
This is mad.
Yeah.
He's actually gonna do it.
Yeah, I can't say for sure, but it looks like Dinka is in a great spot at the moment. Time is running out. We only have 3 minutes left, and
over 5,000 life points ahead.
Yeah.
He's got this sort of board of monsters, which really doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Like, we're gonna add more cards next turn. Multiple cards in his hand.
Mekazi is forced to banish his entire graveyard to protect everything he has, and then. I think Dinka forgot that Titan can banish also other cards, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's reminding them that the Impermanence was negated by Mekazi Impermanence. So he forgot about that, but it doesn't seem to be that relevant, and they should probably speed up at this point, even though it doesn't seem like Mekazi can deal enough damage anyway.
Or just for the rest of the game, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just got everything, like... it doesn't seem like the Thunder Dragon deck is capable of dealing with this at all.
It just seems like a bad matchup. You have some.
Why is the
what
cards not being banished?
I think they're talking about the Impermanence, but no, what? Wasn't the Impermanence negated the other Impermanence? I'm pretty sure it did.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Wait. Should we somehow tell them? I mean, they figured it out, but.
So yeah, I think Mekazi chained Impermanence to the other.
Wasn't it negated? But
maybe Ollie can step in for us.
Yeah, maybe Oliver can step in for us. Because we thought the Impermanence negated the Dinka Impermanence as well. But then Titan shouldn't have been destroyed, right?
Well, it stops Titan from using its effect to save itself. I don't know. I mean, Mekazi presumably knew the Impermanence, because that was why he did it.
Yeah, it seems like he did it in chain so that it wouldn't have been negated.
But yeah, Titan doesn't have to banish Thunder monsters.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what's happening with that. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because as we can see, there is not much time left, but I'm pretty sure he could have been able to protect the Titan, because the other Impermanence was negated by it.
Yeah, I totally agree. But I think it may be kind of
it's
academic. I mean, there's no way.
It is academic, but at the same time, it is also true. So
academic and true. Very important.
So Borrello is summoned once again.
They enjoy the Borrello.
You can hear the crowd probably going crazy. You can't blame them. This deck was definitely the underdog of the event, and it seems like he's gonna be winning.
Called an underdog? This was unknown.
Yeah, not even an underdog. I mean, an underdog when it got leaked, I guess, when they first watched it on a future match on our stream on Saturday. Who would have thought?
And we were like, yeah, this deck is kind of looks
this
all right.
deck is cool. He's done this, he's done that, but
and then, damn.
And then, yeah.
Borrello as well shuts down the Titan from, like, interrupting him.
Yeah.
Although Mekazi's got 2 interruptions for the Titan. I mean,
it's only a matter of time. There is less than a minute.
What's happened to all of Dinka Boy's life points?
They probably just added up the damage that was done last turn, I would say.
Sure. I mean, he's still on more.
Yeah.
And he's going to gain more at some point this turn, right?
I mean, it doesn't really have to, because as you can see, there are only 40 seconds left, and all Dinka has to do is probably enter battle phase, and he doesn't even need to do that because he's ahead in life points.
What craziness.
Yeah, he's just showing off at this point. You can't blame him. I mean, he's just proving people how good the deck is.
We've got the chant from the crowd as the...
Yeah, the shove from the crowd. We're probably going to get a countdown from the 10.
Was he going to make a borrow sword as well?
Wow.
That was amazing.
Yeah. And the handshake, and there he goes.
Oh my God.
Dinka Boy takes it on with Grandkids. Is the winner of YCS Milan 2018. That was insane. We had a lot of emotions all weekend. It all come down to this. No one could have seen this coming. It's also a story of revenge, because King Kabui lost in the finals of YCS Utrecht.
Do you even think Dinka Boy would have seen this coming?
I don't think so. You remember that when we featured him, he said, I didn't prepare that much for this event, but I just thought the deck was looking fun, it was looking cool, and who would have thought? But, well, we can only say that he proved them wrong. He proved everyone wrong, even us, I guess, because we couldn't think of this deck as the best option to win the event. I'm sure it will skyrocket in popularity, and props to Federico, though. He lost another final in the same year. He's only 18 compared to other players, so you gotta feel that he has a bright future ahead of him, and hopefully he will be able to recover this and not be too hard on himself. So nothing else to say. I'm really excited. That was it for us. It was great to be a part of you. I hope you enjoyed the stream for all the weekend. I want to thank just everyone who worked with us and my colleague Tom Payne.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Marcello, as well.
And let's just jump to Oliver if he's ready, so that we can have the last words with the winner.
He's going to grab.
The winner has just left the stage. He needs to take a quick dive in the crowd, basically. We got a lot of friends of him who are now coming up to him, who are saying, you did it this time around, you came so close in Utrecht. And it's not just friends that are now with our winner, they are also with our finalists who are telling him, man, you came so close. Tears are being shed, I'm not exaggerating. So emotions are running high right now, and he's with his team, he's with his friends, and they are telling him, hey man, you did absolutely amazing, there's nothing to be ashamed of. So well done to you. And two great finishes in 1 year. We heard Marcello say it a couple of times. He was runner-up in the Italian Nationals, now runner-up in the finals of the largest ever Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament in Italy. That's nothing to be ashamed of. So we got the trophy here, we got the brand new prize card, and we got the winner. Dinka Boy, congratulations! You did it! How does it feel?
Amazing. I have no words for that.
That's fine, that's fine. It's super interesting to see you from the side. I can see your feet is moving on the floor. You're nervous, but you're trying to not give it away. What's your secret, that you appear so calm in the finals?
It's hard to say.
Is it safe to say that this is the best moment of your Yu-Gi-Oh! Career?
Could be, yes.
I find it funny that you still have to contemplate it, and like, I'm not 100% sure. So what, you are the winner. That means this is now yours. Congratulations again. And you also get this prize card. We got the Chaos Emperor, the Dragon of Armageddon. So your friends have been cheering for you. We talked a couple of times about Prank Kids. It is the deck of the weekend, obviously. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to do a quick deck feature with Prank Kids, not right away. We're going to do this on Facebook Live. So if you're watching this on Twitch, head over to Facebook after the end of the stream. The same goes for YouTube. If you're on Facebook, you're doing everything right. Just stay where you are. We're going to be back very soon with that. Other than that, it was an amazing weekend. We had more than 1,770 players. This is the 71st player who won the event, the largest ever in Italy. We got Dinka Bui taking it with Prank Kids of all decks. It was an amazing weekend. Thank you again for giving us so much entertainment. I hope you guys had a very good time. We're going to be back for the YCS in Düsseldorf in February next year, of course. You can expect all of what we had today and even more. And like I said, we're going to be right back in just a few minutes on Facebook Live with a deck feature of the winner of YCS Milan 2018. Thank you very much and see you very soon. Thank you.